Hi, I'm John Everett with Zurn Industries. Today I'd like to talk to you about product rebuilding or product repair. Frequently I get calls from my customers that have had a valve in service for a number of years and they would like to know, if I rebuild this product, the main question I have, John, is it going to work? So today I'd like to approach that with the Model 975XL. This is a reduced pressure principle backflow preventer. And again, we could have had this valve in service for many years, gave us good service, but like all plumbing products, eventually a repair is necessary. So what I intend to do today is to show you those internal components or areas that you should look at before you attempt a rebuild. And if those areas look good to you, there's absolutely no reason why a rebuild will not work. First and foremost, what I've done is I've taken and I've cut a body in half, and I also have the cover that would mount on the relief valve. The first thing that I want you to look at is the cover itself. The cover has a protrusion here at the back whereby a plunger slides in there. There's an O-ring on that plunger. If this O-ring bore gets any heavy pitting in it or any patina growth, that green that you would see on any copper alloy when it's exposed to water or air, we want to clean that off and get this nice and shiny and smooth in that bore. Now what you do is you take a little piece of fine emery cloth or sandpaper and get it on your finger and just basically polish that bore out. You want to clean it up so it's nice and smooth inside there. If you find that the pitting inside of that cover is very deep and you can't polish it out with some light sandpaper, at that point in time, I will recommend absolutely that the cover be replaced. What will happen is that with that pitting, we've got a weep hole on the back of that cover and you'll have water dripping out of that weep hole. That's a nuisance, and certainly that's not having the valve work correctly, so we don't want that to occur. So once again, just to reiterate, if you cannot clean that bore up with some light emery cloth or sandpaper, you will want to replace the cover. Looking at the body internally, there's really not too many things inside the body itself that could go bad such that a rebuild wouldn't work. But the one thing I would want you to look at are the seats. Now, in a standard repair kit, we don't put the seats in that repair kit because it's so uncommon to change them. So therefore, we want you to check the seats before you start putting parts in the valve. What you'll do is you'll basically take the cover off the valve, remove your spring and pop it, and I want you to reach in with your fingernail and feel the top of the seat profile. That seat itself comes up to a sharp point, and that's what bites into the rubber of the poppet so that it can seal. That's what serves as the check valve. In the event that you feel any little dings or divots or nicks on the top of that seat, you're going to want to order a seat kit and have that ready to go along with all your rubber components that you're replacing also. The seats themselves are just simply threaded in. You're going to unthread those, take your new seat, make sure the O-ring's lubricated, and thread them back into place. So again, just looking at the 2 points in the 975XL that you want to hover upon, that is looking at the cover and making sure that your O-ring bore is nice and smooth and clean. And lastly, check your seat profile and make sure that the seats are good and sharp and that there's no dings or divots. If both of those things are good, i.e. nice smooth bore, good sharp seats, there's absolutely no reason why a rebuild would not work. It will work for you. If this that we've talked about here is not too clear to you or you have additional questions, please don't hesitate to call us at Zurn Industries. Our customer care team would be glad to give you additional feedback, any instructions that you need, and if your questions go beyond what they can answer, certainly they'll transfer it to an engineer like myself or another one of our engineers here at Zurn Wilkins. Please give us a call.